just like, wow. Yeah, there's a lot of talent here.
So behind each of these amazing patterns, they've written their story, their design inspiration. So we want to find out what they've got to say in combination with this image that they presented to us.
I think we're gonna have a very hard time picking like who will be the top 10 because whew.
I'm blown away by the talent actually. The stories that people are telling, very South African.
Big job, there's such an incredible selection.
That depict like the notion of one hand feeds the other, an expression of that connectivity that we all share with one another.
My everyday life is composed of clothing upcycling. So the fabrics I used in this whole in my entry are actually fabrics from my clothing construction. Before I start every project, I'm always crocheting. So I have this pile of crocheted yarns, and I took the white one and I applied it to the design.
I mean, this is for me. This is a place. This is. It is a sheer delight to look at.
I actually had two jobs. Bills have to be paid. Working from 9 to 5, and I work at a bar maybe from 8 to 3 o'clock in the morning. But I just had to make it work. I had to do something about it to make sure that, hey, I'm going to be one of the top 10 finalists. I just open an artboard and be like, I'm going to create as many patterns as I can.
But she submitted about, if you think that each one has 10 to it, she submitted like 80 to 100 designs.
Really?
When I design, it's very weird. I grow, I get to know myself better every time. The name of the pattern is balance. So I saw how each line holds each shape together, creating some continuity.
I wanted to create a flowing pattern that represents continuity. That's why I went for circles. It's a universal shape and it represents unity and continuity. In life, we all go through problems and we go through rough patches where we're forced to take difficult curves, where we fall and rise again. But when we rise with more knowledge, stronger hearts and mind.
To me, it's like a group of minds or group of people, the way you think, the way you see it. The circles, the dots, it's challenges. We all go through challenges. They are not on the same sizes. There's small dots and there's big dots. So the small dots, let's say you were from here, now you're here. I wanna do things for my community. That is the inspiration.
I really love nature. Nature is one of the foundations of my inspiration for the drawings and the designs that I do. Basically took the chili plant and I split it in half. And when you look at a chili that's been split, there's a pattern. I then took that and I turned it into a geometrical shape. And then I took that geometrical shape and I basically, using just playing around with the actual shape and repeating it, I created a geometrical pattern which is basically repeated.
And they are very sophisticated. Yeah, they're unique. They're complex.
I love to work with identity. I was inspired by an African tribe. They are part of the Maasai people, but they're known as the Samburu people. The beadwork and the adornment that they use, I said my design is going to be that, specifically that, and only that. So that there's nothing lost in translation. There's nothing like, is it beadwork or is it the mat? No, it's just the beadwork, because they strongly believe that each bead and each color and in a certain sequence means something. I mean, it can mean your status, it can mean your role within the village or the community. So I thought that was very meaningful to know.
That's beautiful. Like, to get that out of that, I think is quite amazing.
I really like it. These could be taken apart.
And you could get 10 designs out of that quite easily. I agree. So you could get a fabric book out of that design. Okay, that's good.
I mean, that's a beautiful inspiration story.
I was inspired by the Zulu sandals. They're called imbatata. They usually are made out of tires and they're black and white. I'm very contemporary, but I still have traditional aspects to myself. So I always wear beads, but I always have my Vans on, that contemporary feel, but also with culture as well.
You know how I'm a Xhosa, I have the face painting. So I was sort of really inspired by that because I went through the initiation process. I had like paint on my hand, and then I had like dots. So yeah, that's basically what inspired that design, like the whole thing of like the hands holding each other. There's this thing called izandlas ziyahlambana. So that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to convey in that design.